freedom-loving, constitutionalist.
Wellhead are 60% oil and 40% methane. A NOAA research ship, the Thomas Jefferson, right in the beginning, right off the bat, reported, before the media blog, reported this huge gash in the sea floor where there's other oil and methane pockets spilling out all over the place. There's reports that the emissions right now are 1 million times higher than normal in the area. This is a severe.
Yeah. As soon as they reported that on the mainstream media on CNN, BP immediately covered that up and said, no, that's not other oil plumes. It's just oil that has come up, or is, what did they say, is sitting around the bottom.
Yeah, or natural seepage. There's a lot of different.
Right, or natural seepage, yeah.
Yeah, there is natural seepage in the Gulf, but not, not the way that this is this is nothing about the way this is seeping is natural. There's so much evidence to report on the methane and history. History. It's right there in front of you. Any research you do, this is a scary and alarming fact that this is something that is very possible. Keith, I'm worried about you. You live in Florida. My uncle.
I'm worried too. I'm definitely worried. I've heard the reports that this thing could collapse and cause an 80-foot tsunami traveling at 400 miles an hour directly at Florida. So that was definitely an alarm bell going off for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of reports that back this up. And, if you look into the science behind this, now, I need anybody who's listening to really understand, I'm not an alarmist or even a conspiracy theorist. I am someone who researches facts. And, part of being on a documentary crew, you have the, I wouldn't call it a luxury for a circumstance like this, but you have the ability, and you do this. You go between 500 miles, sometimes in a day, or, in a 24-hour period, you're talking to 5, 6, 7 different people from all different walks of life, all different occupations, all different belief systems, from every level you can think of, all singing the same song and about this threat and this fear and the levels of knowledge that are everywhere. There's so many people that are getting ready to self-evacuate if they haven't already. I know I can name you 20, 30 people that I know personally. I don't know a whole lot of people down there that have left within the last 3 or 4 days because they believe that it is that imminent, that it is that close to going, and it's scary. I said this on another show. I was planning on being in the Gulf until July 17th. I started my trek home yesterday. I'm in a car. I had. The reports are too startling for us to have stayed much longer. And the science is there. We've talked to a lot of people on cameras, a lot of people off the record who are feeling threatened by BP and are afraid and terrified to talk publicly, which is another problem we'll get into. But it was enough, way more than enough for me to personally at least realize it's time to get the heck out of here.
Oh, I definitely agree with you, Matt. And I personally definitely appreciate everything that you're doing on there. This information that you're giving us is key, it's vital, and everyone needs to hear it. And you are doing a wonderful job. Your videos are awesome. Just for everyone to know, can you go ahead and give them your website?
Yes.
In case they want to look up some of this information?
Yes. Right now, we do have a projectgolfimpact.com, but we had our servers actually crash the other day because we're so amazed. It was amazing. We had too many people going on the site, which is a great thing as we're trying to get this information out there. Yeah, we're resetting the servers right now, so if you look at it right this second, they might be down, but the YouTube page is still up, and that's where a lot of our vital information is, and that's youtube.com/ProjectGulfImpact, and we also have a Twitter and a Facebook. You can look us up there. You can access pretty much everything from ProjectGulfImpact.com. But like I said, that might be down for a few more hours until the servers are restored. So, which is a great thing. And Keith, I also have to say thank you so much. Shows like yours that are really getting this message out there, and it's so vital right now and so crucial and important. The Tribulation Report is a great means to get this information out there, and we're really grateful that you're doing it. So thank you as well.
Oh, definitely. And everybody needs to understand that right now we still have a voice. Right now we can still do this. Soon that may not be there. So you need to use your voice, get on a radio, get on whatever you can, call. You need to be Paul Revere right now, ringing your alarm bell saying, hey, we might lose all this soon. The Gulf is a disaster, way worse than what they're telling you. You need to scream it at the top of your lungs and let people know what's going on.
Absolutely, and that's what I am imploring everybody to do. It is so important that we raise our voices as a people and collectively, and we do it right now. That's why I'm personally doing it. That's why other members of the team are doing it. This information is so important, and I encourage anyone who knows anything about what's going on down here to really raise your voice up, be loud, be obnoxious if you think it's obnoxious. It doesn't matter. This is the health and the lives of millions of people that are in your hands if you know something, and it is so important to get it out there right now. And this is not just speaking for my website. There are a lot of people out there who are doing what I'm doing, and I encourage you to just do your homework. Even if you don't believe or you don't want to believe, I understand. But I'll tell you right now, 5 minutes on a Google search. I keep saying this over and over again. 5 minutes on your computer will start to reveal some very startling information. And while it is still out there, you look at this whole internet kill switch and all these other laws, quote unquote, they're shoving through Congress. While we still have the information accessible to us, we need to research and we need to be loud and get the word out there and do it right now. It's so important.
You are absolutely right. I mean, this is what they say is times that try men's hearts. And if you want to be on the right side of freedom, you better start speaking now. Because if you hold your back and you cower down and you say, you know what, this doesn't affect me, trust me, it will affect you soon enough. You may not be in the Gulf Coast right now. You may not be being affected by this right now, but this will eventually affect the entire world, I promise you.
Oh, absolutely. And that's another thing that we're really trying to get out there is that this is a global and an extremely global situation and disaster, like you said. This is something that this is not going to stop. Even if they cap the wellhead, everything went away right now, there's still a huge pocket of methane under there that they have not tapped. There's oil everywhere. We were getting reports yesterday of it washing up in New Jersey, on the east coast of Florida. I mean, this stuff's out there. You have to search for it, unfortunately, because the mainstream media sure as hell is not really giving us anything.
They're terrible.
And if it gets to the mainstream media, you better worry because it probably means it happened or about to happen, And that's